What up, what up? Welcome in everybody to another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we always start this show by being transparent. And yesterday was a good day. Pels first half cash, Pels full game cash, Mitrich over his points cash, and Iowa minus 5.5 cash. So nice 4-0 day. And again, this happened last week, and it's happening again today. Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear this noise that's in the background. If you can, I apologize, and I might have to go cut some people out, man, because I'm getting sick of it. But profitable day yesterday. I want to take a look at the chat, and again, I'm not today. I mean, there's so much going on right now with the March Madness and 10 NBA games. I just didn't have time to go back in and get through the comments as far as best bets and go and grade those. I barely had time to grade the ones on the show. So chat on the show went 8-8. I'll shout out some of the winners. Q Media had the Pels first half -4. That was nice. Nathan K gave us 2. Pels first quarter and Pels first half. You had Dante with the Rockets -9.5. That was a good call there. And let's see. I think that's the last one that we have to shout out there. So not very much today. Again, you people who commented after the show, I do appreciate the comments. I ran out of time today to grade these bets. And literally, it's the reason why I'm late for the show today, because I was trying to grade the ones that I had. I did see this yesterday, though. How about this? Our guy, right? My bad. You guys, catch you slipping. Pels ain't motivated for this game. Still can get the win, but boring shit game. I mean, if you've been around, you know catch you slipping. He wants to talk when we lose, and you and your pothead boys, blah 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 blah. You can't be picking and doing this and doing that. We're winning money, man. We're winning money. For some reason, when we're winning or picking winners, you don't like to play. But when it's a loser, you like to play and you have something to say about it. So I did want to come back at catch you slipping. Guess you got caught slipping again. Let's take a look at the chat today before we get started. And first glance, I didn't love this card. Third, fourth, fifth glance, I started to like it quite a bit. I have 10 plays already in the association for today, so we'll get to it. But football coach first in the chat, appreciate you tapping in. What up, Ray D'Amico? UCapper fed up with waiting, said he'll be back at 10:38. Hello, Kid MC. S. Dot, I guess you can come out of timeout now. What up, get that parlay? Mark in the building. I'm not sure what you're saying here. Your feud with Eric is awesome. It's really been 2 years. Not sure. I'm not sure even who you're talking about. Maybe that wasn't for me. Raven Ron says Pels first half cashed again. Oh, reliable. Absolutely. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's get through a couple more. Jeff in the building. Hello, Skee and chat. Only 3 wagers yesterday and all big. Pels trifecta. Nice work. Says ready to get some more today. Addicted lawyer says Skee is on fire. I'm seeing it well. I'm 99 and 63. My last, 162 NBA plays, a little bit above 61%. And you can go back farther. I mean, I'm seeing things pretty well. And this is around a time when I get hot. So I'm going to be firing away in the near future. You're going to see some bigger plays coming in very soon. Jeff says, thank you, Skee, for the best NBA info and capping around. You're putting money in my pocket. Hit the like button. I appreciate that, bro. That's what we're here to do. All of us put our heads together, and we should be able to come up on top first the books. So love what we have going here. I love that I can be of some assistance, and let's try to keep that going. RH ready to make some money today. UCapper not a fan of the slate. I like it a little bit now. I don't like it, UCapper. I really like it. BG. Let's see. UCapper said he finally placed a bet for today. Probably going to be the only one. Let's see by the end of the show. Let's see if we could talk you into some stuff. Brandon says run up the likes. Appreciate that. And Tim ready to get some money. Eddie Cash says so glad Skee is late so I can roll one up. That you got to use the time. You know what the time is for. Thomas says love the shows, especially live. Appreciate that. Glad you can make it live. San Antonio taking a guess of what I was doing. Man, that's not what I was doing. I was literally grading you guys' bets. I finished my capping and placed my bets at like 2 minutes before the show started, and I tried to rush and grade everybody else's bets. Daryl Burt Royce says, "What up, Skee? Glad I could finally make the live show. Best on YouTube." And I guess I jinxed the Mavs, right? I always say I don't want to take the Mavs, and they covered every single game. And then when I lean towards the Mavericks, they don't cover. So my bad, Daryl Burt Royce. Mitch says, "Cheese got Skee hearing shit." Well, I'm glad you guys can't hear it because it's terrible on this side, and I was getting ready to cut up, and I was getting ready to cut up on them. But since you guys can't hear it, I guess I'll let them slide. And I did have cheese on that note too. So it might be some water breaks today. Don't kill me on that today. Julius reminding everybody to hit the like button. And you know what? It's killing me already. So bear with me. It's been a while, so we getting an early water break. And I don't even have it right here. I can go grab it. So bear with me, y'all. My fault. Apologies. Oh man. What y'all think about this water, by the way? I really like this kind of water. Proud source. I know they're not paying me. I shouldn't probably be putting it up, but I think it's good stuff. I like good water. That's what I'm into. I don't drink juice. I don't drink soda. I like good water. And I get different kinds as long as they're all good. Spring water. All right. A couple more comments before we get to it today. Let's see. Yes, sir. March Madness is here. Matt Porter in the building. Steve is with me. Eddie says, "Catch you slipping his back." This guy. What up, C Buggy? All right, I think it's time we get to it. Boofer says he's in a business meeting because I'm important, but he got Ski on mute right now so he can see those likes are low. Boofer says, "Get him up." And they've been kind of low lately. I can't lie. Last few shows. Usually we have 100 before we end. Ended the other day, we had like 50. But it's all good. If I'm helping you make some money, helps me out if you could hit the like button. All right, let's get to it. And UCAP is sharing a short list. He says, "You have my short list. Maybe you could talk me into it." Let's get to it. Let's get to it. So first game up, we'll go in rotation order like always. 5-11, 5-12, Pacers, and why? Gotta get that off the screen there. Pacers and Pistons. Opened up Pacers -9, now see 10.5 or 11. Total open 232.5, and it looks like 235. Injury report, and we know what time it is, so let's hit the refresh button. For Indiana, McDermott is out. For Detroit, Fontecchio, Taj Gibson, both game time. Looks like Quentin Grimes, Stewart, and Thompson all out. Um, Looking at this one, Pistons third game in 4 nights, also fourth game in 6 nights, and you have the Pacers in a bounce back spot here. Um, this, I'll be honest, the first 2 games on the slate are my least favorite. First 2 games on the slate, I had a hard time with, so I need you guys' help to talk this one out. I'll tell you this straight up. I don't care what kind of bounce back, whatever spot it is for the Pacers. I'm not laying double digits with a team that I just, don't necessarily trust on the defensive end. I know they've been playing a little bit better, but like I said, I want to see some consistency with that. So I guess I'll move over to the total. And I look at both of these teams. It's tough because they're both top 10 in pace the last 5 games, but they're also both top 10 defensive rated teams. Again, said I don't trust Pacers. So you know what? I'm not going to waste you guys' time. This game, I absolutely will not be getting involved with. If I had to play, um, I would expect points just because even though they've both been a little bit better numbers wise defensively, I don't trust it to continue. And I know these teams will be playing up tempo. So lean over, probably not getting to the window. Let's see if you guys like it a little bit more than I do. Terry Wu leaning towards the under. JT says Pacers or nothing. Appreciate you, North Norris. Booper. Raven Ron says Pacers -10. It's happening. Saturated likes the over. Mitch putting them together. He's going with Pacers team total over. D Rose thinks that the Pacers versus bottom tier teams is all right to cover these big spreads. I don't know if I could put my money on it. Appreciate you, Sean Evans, getting back in the member club. Make sure you let me know if that Discord link is not working. Discord is where it's at. If you're not level 2, if you're just level 1, you're missing out. There's a lot of work being done in the Discord. Hey, settle down, get that parlay. David Martin says Pacers under has been hitting. I have Pacers have gone under 5 of their last 6. Detroit's gone under 5 in a row. So you're right about that. I'm just not sure that it continues today. I think we'll move over from this game. What Nucky says, think you got to pass. So let's not waste any more time. This next game is another one I'm not too interested in, but we'll try to talk it out in the rest of the card. I think I have a play in every single game. So let's talk it out. 5-13, 5-14 Heat and Cavaliers opened up Cavs -3. They're down to -1.5 or -2. Total open 203.5. Looks like 204. Injury report for the Cavs: no Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Max Strus, Dean Wade, or Ty Jerome. For the Heat, no Duncan Robinson, no Kevin Love, no Hero. Looks like Jovic and Butler and Bam. All game time decision here. Cavs are coming off of a nice win. It's their first game back home. They only were gone for 3 days, though. Heat, third game in 4 nights, fourth game in 6 nights. All of those games have been on the road. They've only covered 1 of their last 5 games. They have been good in this road, though. 14-9 is a road dog, but, I mean, this is a very, very short road dog. You would have to win this game. And just based on the spot and how they've been playing, I couldn't back them to do so. I would have to take the Cavaliers at the house here, at the short spread, but it's not in my pocket yet. As far as the total is concerned, I was thinking about an under. Don't like seeing the number at 204. You do have Miami 27-9 to the under on the road, 20-9 to the under as a dog. Both teams bottom 10 in pace the last 5 games. Miami, top 5 defensive rated team and bottom 5 offensive rated team last 5 games. And Miami has gone under in 7 in a row. So I mean, it's under or pass. It's just a little bit too low for my liking. And if I had to play it, I would lay the short number with the Cavaliers. Let's take a look. What is the chat like in here? Raven Ron says a Heat spot. I disagree. Spot is absolutely not the Heat. Got to, Bryce. Can't let him get away with it all the time. Yeah, I'm with Saded. How is this a Heat spot? I don't think it is. Darius Moore likes the Cavaliers. BJ likes the Heat. Addicted Lawyer says Rozier takes days to set up the offense, dribbling machine. Maybe it has something to do with those pace numbers. David leans under. UCapper also wanted to get there with the under, but not if Bam is out. Yeah, that's another thing that's holding me up. Bam need that extra defense and rim protection. And Bam has been pretty good against Jared Allen too. I was thinking about trying to fade Jared Allen some kind of way, but I feel like he gets the best of him every single time they play. So I really I would have to wait on the injury report to do anything with this game. S. Dot says, "Don't you dare, Skee." Mitch says Cavs win 1, lose 1 lately, but if all those guys are out for the Heat, probably take the Cavs. Dan reminding us that the Heat have gone under 9 of their last 10. UCapper says the spot is an under. That I think I can agree with. I can agree with that. Seems like an under spot. Dante says Heat and the under. Anthony says need the Discord link, Skee. It should. I mean, I just posted it a couple days ago. It expires every 7 days. So the one that's posted currently in the member section, you should be able to use. And if you don't see it, it's because you're not level 2. Let's see. Not much more in the comment section. So I think we can move over from this game, get to some other games that we actually like. And that will start with Milwaukee and Boston. Celtics open up -6.5. They're now -10. Even some 10.5s out there. Total open 223.5. Looks like 224. Giannis has been ruled out for this game. You have Jaylen Brown and Drew Holiday both game time decision here. Um, and I don't feel like I saw that this morning, but Chris Middleton off the injury report as well too for his Bucks team. I have to mention that. Um, there was a couple different things about this game that I liked. Let me get over here. So the Celtics are playing their third game in 4 nights, which I don't like, but they've been blowing teams out. I don't think they've been too taxing, and they rested some guys too. It's just some of those games. They've covered 6 games in a row, and we know if we like the Celtics, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Get in and get out. The first half is 49 and 18. My apologies, you guys. My dad is calling me. He's just probably trying to let me know he made it to where he was going from his flight. I gotta call you later, pops. Um, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Celtics first half, and for the Bucks, they do have the rest advantage. They've had 2 days off. Um, it is the front end of a back to back. They've been all right lately against the spread. 9-3 ATS their last 12, but only 2-6 as a road dog. And check this out, just the opposite of the Celtics. 9-22-2 in the first half on the road. Being in this game without Giannis, I think this is a game where Celtics will send a little bit of a message here. I think they come out and smoke them early, and then I don't want anything else to do with the rest of the game as far as a point spread. So Celtics -6.5 or I'm sorry, -5.5 in the first half was the way I decided to go here. As far as the total, both teams are top 5 offensive rated teams last 5 games. So it makes it tough. And Milwaukee, second worst defensive rated team. I'm gonna trust the Boston defense in this one. For one, the pace drops for the Bucks this season without Giannis on the floor. I want to say it was from like 100 point something to 97 point something. So expect a slower pace and expect the Celtics to be able to key in on guys like Damian Lillard, and that's a guy that Drew Holiday has owned for years, man. Um, so whether it's Drew or Jaylen Brown, I think they'll make life tough for him. And I chose Bucks team total under just because I think it'll be played slower in this game, and I think the Celtics defense can step up. So Bucks team total under 106.5. Celtics first half -5.5. Those are ways that I choose to go in this game. And also the Bucks beat them last time by double digits. So double digit in season revenge. I think the Celtics send a little bit of a message here today. Thank you, Science Project. Let me get back to where we are here. Twisted Mind. I think that's what that is. Boston with the points. Minus the points is what he's saying. D Rose, a legend, says Bucks been looking solid without Giannis this year. Well, we'll see if they look solid tonight. Because I think you need everything you can get when you play the Celtics. JT says Celtics first half and Celtics team total over in his pocket. Robert Franklin thinks Dame time is going to show up without Giannis out there. Celtics, a lot of Celtics love in the chat. Devin says, I truly love this space. I do too. I think, I enjoy coming on here and talking to you guys every day. A lot of great cappers, a lot of great information. And like I always say, we have a good time in this show too. Chappie Funk sharing some second quarter stats. I think he's looking that way for the Celtics. RH says Bucks are 6-14 against the spread in their last 20 games on the road. That is good to know. Boofer says Boston first quarter, first half versus the Milwaukee Trailblazers. A little bit of disrespect. Just Lillard out there, so I get where you're going there, Boofer. Matt Porter also liking first quarter, first half. I mean, I can see the first quarter too. What's the number you get for the first quarter? Celtics first quarter is -3. I could absolutely see that. Delbert Roy says revenge game. Nucky also liking the first quarter, first half. I can't talk you off. I'm on the first half, and I could be talked into the first quarter. Joe thinks the value is gone. Z French. Robert Franklin liking those Celtics first half. So we're kind of we're all in agreement here on this game. Haven't seen one person really liking the Bucks. If the Bucks, yeah, I'm not doing the Bucks. I could not put my money on the Bucks in this game. JT says Celtics average 123 points per game at the house and 125 in their last three. Says give me that team total over 117 and a half on sale. A lot of people are liking that team total over. What up, Andre? Bryce says, shout out to Mr. Profit. We'd be nowhere without him. Hey man, the show is nothing without the chat. So I appreciate you guys too. Let's see. UCapper in the building says Bucks averaging just 103.5 as road dogs, 6-2 to the team total under in that spot. Both times they went over by a single bucket. Last time as a road dog with Giannis out, lost 95 to 135 to the Cavaliers. So UCap are in agreement with that team total under that I said. I like to see that. It was on my short list. Might be on it now. I told you, man, we're gonna add to that list. Add to that list, UCapper. Just wait. We still got some games to go too. That might not be the only one. Hello, Miss Tasha. You made it on time for the Celtics. We back on the first half, right? I know you're not betting against the Celtics, so you got to be rocking with the first half, right, Tasha? I know how you do. Every day she says, not betting against the Celtics. I'm not doing it. I get it. Casey says Dame Stopper activated tonight. He better play. He's game time, but I want him out there. Definitely want Drew out there. All right, let's keep going down the list. Next game up, we have 517, 518. Sacramento and Toronto opened up Kings minus 9.5. Now 11-point favorite. Even 11.5 is popping up. Total open 231.5. Looks like 233 as a consensus. Injury report. For the Kings, Trey Lyles, Herder, and then Sasha Vasink. Herder's both of those guys are out. Sasha Vasinkov looking like game time decision for once here. Might be back out there. Sorry, excuse me. For Toronto, Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett, Cruz Boucher, Carden, Pirtle, quickly all out. So for this one, you have the Raptors well rested 2 days, I think compared to one. Raptors in a revenge spot, but they haven't been playing good lately. Only covered 2 of their last 10 games, 5-11 as a home dog. You have the Kings on the front end of a back to back. Kings not playing very well lately either. 2-4 ATS their last 6 games. You guys know how I feel. I'm not laying double digits with the Kings. I'm just absolutely not. I don't know how. Uh, I don't want to say. I'll say this. That's not a team that I can trust for double digits. I said it time and time again, and I feel like they keep showing us that. So until they show me that they can be consistent in covering those numbers, I would only look the other way. For this one though, I wanted to go with the total. Looking at both of these teams, Sac has gone under 4 of their last 5. Toronto under 6 of their last 9. The under is 22-11 at home for the Raptors. 19, 14-1 on the road for Sacramento. And then let me just pull up these pace numbers. Or I'm sorry, they are both playing up tempo. So that is a little scary. But both offenses have been poor. Raptors are 24th, Kings 17th. And Kings, surprisingly, the second best defensive rated team last 5 games. So I think they'll come out playing some defense. They go on like stretches or spurts where Mike Brown finally gets them to play defense for a little bit. And then they let go of the rope again. So I think they'll continue playing that defense right now. And in the second half of that game, I think they'll save a little bit of energy for their game tomorrow. Even though it's not a big game, they're not going to go all out here. So my thought was the under is the play, and that's what I'm rocking with. Let's see how the chat feels. I must have been talking for a long time. 35 comments there. Z French says Kings got no one. Dream says Kings should cover easily, but we know what they tend to do with these large spreads. Kind of conflicted. Twan says Kings laying double digits is fraud. Couldn't cover against Memphis. Yeah, I'm not doing it. No way. They had a lot of big old dudes over there in Memphis. So I'm not sure who you're talking about. And Joe the Gambler says, call that number if you're betting the Raptors. JT likes specifically Raptors team total under. I thought about that. And I'm not mad at that play. I think that's a solid play as well. Um, let's see. Bryce likes this Raptors under. Saturated says Kings are going to score tonight. You Capper said you ain't talking me into this one. Hey, it's all good. I like it. Nate likes Raptors team total under, and I get it. I absolutely do. Nucky says the Raptors offense stink. He can see the Kings covering in this one. Munoz likes Sabonis rebound. Says ladder it up. Delbert Royce also likes team total under for the Raptors. I get it. Thought about the team total, but here's my thought process. Here's what we're saying, and this is just logic for me. We're saying that the Raptors are going to stay under their team total, right? But we're also saying there's no way we're laying double digits with the Kings. So that means that the full game is not going over. If the that's just how I view it. If the Kings are not covering 11 points and the Raptors team total is going under, then the full game is going under. That's just 1+1 = 2. That's how it has to happen. Can't. That's how I view it at least. So full game under for myself, and we'll keep it moving. Next game up, we have 519, 520, Utah and Oklahoma City. No Babano on the show today, so I guess I can't do the full tune like he does. Open OKC -14, now 15.5 point favorites. Total open 235, down to 231.5. Injury report for OKC. I don't see anybody on there. For Utah, Collins, he's game time decision. What did he get? Concussion after getting dunked on? Clarkson out, Markkanen out for this Jazz team. So missing a hell of a lot of offense for Utah. And also a fronting of a back-to-back for the Jazz. Fourth game in 6 nights. They haven't been playing good basketball. They covered one of their last, 5 games. 11 and 17 as a road dog. We know they're much better at home. And just look at this, even 11 and 22 against the spread on the first half in the road. On the road. For the Thunder, they did lose to the Jazz team, so you get in-season revenge. They're well rested, 3 days compared to one. Last 5 games, they've been the better offensive team, defensive team, rebounding team. They haven't been covering. Cover one of their last 7 games. But what happens when you get extended time off? That gives you time to practice and work on what's been going wrong for your team. So I think they get back on track here in a row that has been good for them. 19 and 10 is home favorites. And also, I'm not scared of the big number because you look at Thunder laying double digits this season. They've covered 9 out of 10 games. They're winning by an average of 25 points per game. So this was a situation where I thought Thunder early and often, first half, full game in my pocket. Let's see how you guys feel about it. I know it's a big spread. I know it makes you nervous when it's that big number, but I think they still get the job done. CEO Ka says he's with OKC. David agrees. Robert says OKC or nothing. Here we go. We got one person willing to take the Jazz plus 15. And I keep seeing this play, and I get it because Shea be hunting at 30 points. Shea 30 plus an OKC money line, but I mean, do you really even got to include the money line for? I mean, what are you even getting? Plus $5 or plus $3 on your parlay? Like, I don't know if we have to include it with this big point spread for this play. What up, timeline 2044? Kylie says Jazz team total under, and I could see this. There's a lot of scoring missing for this Jazz team tonight. I could absolutely see that. Yeah, Tyler Markin is sitting out after coming back for a game is nasty work. Says wish he would play. Love watching him. Jazz Tank Fest. Raven Ron says Collins is out for counseling. LJ says don't stop there. Get the first quarter too. Damn, LJ, you think it's a trifecta, huh? I'm already on the double up. He says first quarter -4.5, 15 and 4 against the spread in the first quarter at home versus the West. Utah 3 and 7, ATS last 10 on the road. I mean, I gotta write it down here. I mean, I like OKC today. I do think it's early and often. So OKC first quarter even says, and 4.5 is a big number. Big number. But I do think it's still doable. So Love you sharing that, LJ. And I do remember you sharing that same trend for OKC first quarter last time in the cash. So appreciate that. First half says science project. Saturated says, how can you not take the plus 15? Why do you want to take the plus 15? Let's start there. Sean says 15 way too high. Why? Why is it way too high? I just gave you a lot of reasons why it's not. So tell me why it's too high. That's what I want to know. RH says Thunder are 21-10 against the spread in their last 31 games at home. Something else I want to say too. You can't just, I mean, at this point in the season, you can't just bet the numbers. I know some people just bet NBA with numbers, but you're not going to have the most success from here through the rest of the season. Just trust me on that. My bad, y'all. I just almost died right there. I just like couldn't breathe for a second. Y'all know how I am with my cheese. Just give me spring water saving my life right now. Woo. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I just like couldn't breathe for a second. If you're new, I think I'm allergic. I think I'm not supposed to, or I don't know, allergies, something. I'm not supposed to eat cheese, but it's just so damn good, man. So fucking good. I can't give it up. Um, let's see. Where was I at? My apologies. Minoff says Jazz on five straight up and against the spread on the front end of a back to back on the road, losing by an average of 23.2 points per game. Minoff doesn't think it's too much. He says Thunder trifecta against the spread and the team totals. Bold, 6 plays right there. Tasha likes the team total over. Joe likes that first quarter. UCapper says first half looks solid. Strong signals from the beta. I mean, I think it's all the way around in this game. Doesn't seem like we have too much disagreement. The real DJ, he's on the Jazz plus 15 and a half. I want somebody to tell me what is the reason for betting the Jazz. That's what I want to know. Big Dog says, Yoski, I don't usually chat in here since I have you up on the big screen here at the crib, but I love this show and your insight. You and RC are my go-to NBA cappers right now. I appreciate you, Big Dog, and thanks for taking the time to comment. Yeah, my boy RC, he's doing some nice work too. I did see him up on the leaderboard. What if you won 11 of your last 12? So shout out to our guy, U Capper, Ronald Cabane, for that as well. Let's see. I don't see any reasons. UCapper says Jazz minus 8.6 first quarter margin when Collins is out, and Jazz are dogs of more than 5. I like that. He's agreeing with LJ. Yeah, UCapper says we didn't even have a warning. Yeah, it was tough, man. I couldn't even open my mouth and talk. Couldn't breathe. Making you sweat, Joe the Gambler, under 2.5 water breaks. And shout out to you guys. This is the first time that this show has been over 1,000 live viewers. So appreciate you guys. And let's try to keep it going. Says, why do you keep eating cheese then, dog? It's good, man. Booper gives me a strike for dying on the screen. I'm gonna try to do better. I'll try to do better. Everybody stop eating cheese. I'll try to do better. I will. Who gets so good though? So fucking good, man. All right, next game up. We got 521, 522. Memphis and Golden State opened up Warriors minus 10. We see them now minus 11. Total open 218, and it looks like 219. Injury report for the Warriors. Draymond and Modi are both game time decision. For the Grizzlies, laundry list. I'm not naming all these guys. Vince Williams is doubtful. Aldama is game time. They do have Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bain. I'll give them that. For this one, you have the Warriors in a bounce back spot coming off that loss as a favorite, but they haven't been good as a home favorite. 9, 18, and 1 in that role. Grizzlies been solid as a road dog, 17 and 11. I didn't really want to back the Grizzlies here. And Golden State is hungry, so I don't really want to bet against them either. I decided to move towards the total, and I like it under, specifically in the first half. and most of it is for some of these trend reasons. Golden State first half under as a favorite is hitting 67.5%. Grizzlies first half under hitting 71.2%, 47, 19, and 2. And I did have a system that said that this total is low for a reason. Let me just take a look at a couple more things here. So Grizzlies, third worst offensive rated team. Um, I just think this game starts off with a lot of defense and it starts to ramp up as it goes along. You do see the first half total is, how do you call it? First half total is what's the word? The first half total is like shifted. No, it's not shifted. It's like they got the number way lower than what it should be, is what I'm trying to say. 106 and a half compared to 219 and a half for the full game, or 219. I think that first half is low for a reason there. So I want to get in and get out. First half under 106 and a half was my play for this game. Let's take a look at the chat. Let me get back up here. S. Dot likes the Warriors. Robert Franklin also likes the Warriors. JT says Warriors laying double digits at the house, but they haven't been playing as well this season. They'll take the points. KC says Warriors got to lock in on defense. I don't care if Draymond plays. The young guy is going to get more effort on that side of the ball. Under has hit in 17 of the last 24 games for the Warriors, says RH. Manzy Man says all these viewers getting all this info and this many likes. Let's all hit the like button. Appreciate you, Manzy Man. Definitely helps out the show. You cappers with me. First half under. So was this your only play, or are you getting talked into another one here? Let me know. Warriors team total. Getting a question about that. I don't necessarily want that. I think we'll get a better defensive effort from the Warriors. That's kind of what I want to bank on more in this game. Super the greatest says Steph Curry over 26 and a half points. He's averaging 34 points the last 5 games against the Grizzlies at home. They don't like each other too. Didn't they have like some beef? I mean, everybody didn't like the Grizzlies for a while, but I think Curry doesn't like this team too. Casey, let me know. I know you would know, Casey. And here goes LJ with some more info for us. Says teams that play, and I've heard him talk about this. Teams that play the next previous games are 10, 22, and 1 against the spread next game. 0 and 4 last 4. Trend is active tonight. Appreciate that, LJ. Shaded. That's the word I'm looking for. Shaded to the under. Appreciate you guys. Boofer says Wade, but I like shaded. I like shaded. I'll go with shaded. um, Andre says, are you just eating slices of cheese? No, I'll have like, I'm not supposed to eat dairy, honestly. And I'll be hooking my shit up with like cheese, sour cream. It makes it good, man. What am I supposed to do? Just eat it dry and just, no, man, I can't do it, bro. Can't do it. I just have to suffer a little bit. Appreciate you guys helping me out with the words. Timeline says he already hit the like button. And UCAP says, no, this is on my short list. Well, I'll be to the window with this one, and we shall see how it shakes out. 2 more games left. Can I make it without another water break? We will find out. I'm already struggling. 523, 524, Clippers and Blazers. Opened up Clippers minus 11 and a half. They're 12-point favorites. Total open 215 and a half. And it looks like 217. I don't even know what I said, but I must have said something. Saturated says pause. Might have caught me slipping right there. For the Clippers, Terrence Mann, game time decision. Norman Powell, same deal. They'll be without Westbrook, and Mann is probable. For the Blazers, you have Matisse Thybulle, questionable. Jeremy Grant, doubtful. They'll be without Brogdon and Sharp. Let me get over here for this one. The Blazers have just been playing good basketball lately. 8-3 ATS, their last 11 games. Clippers do have rest advantage. They have 2 days rest, but I just don't like the way that they're playing. They're also in a bounce back spot coming off a loss, but only covered 1 of their last 4 games. And it just hasn't been a whole lot to like for me from this Clippers team. I would rather roll with the hot Blazers. Kind of reminding me like the Spurs. I just like the way that they're trending right now. Um, Let me pull this up here. Another reason why we got to be on this one. And you guys hear me say this all the time. So last 5 game stats. Clippers are the third worst defensive rated team, and they're laying 12 points. If you can't get stops, how can we expect you to win by this kind of a margin, especially versus a Blazers team that's been competitive lately? So, Blazers been the better defense. Blazers been the better rebounding team. They do those two things tonight. They can very well keep this one within the margin. So, Blazers plus 12, I like. Also, think Aiden is worth a look. Points plus rebounds. He's been playing pretty good lately. And the last time he played this team, he had a poor showing. I think he'll want to. Um, I think he'll want to, show up this time around. So Aiden, I'm looking towards him points and rebounds. I do like the Blazers plus 12 in my pocket. Just absolutely cannot lay 12 points with the Clippers the way they're playing right now. I don't care how many losses they're off of. They got to show me first. So UCapper says this is the only game that he bet. Let's see if you're on the same side or what. Fox says Aiden under his points, says he doesn't score more than 18 points against Zubac. Well, we'll see tonight. Portland plus 12 says Francisco. I hear you, Franklin. I hear you, brother. Robert likes Portland plus 12, so does Timeline. JB says too many points to lay with. Role players questionable. KC likes that Aiden over 32.5 points plus rebounds. David likes Portland plus. Cons Clip says he thinks it's too many points. Francisco agrees, can't trust the Clippers. A couple more. Let's see. Francisco says, what do I think about the over points? Total 217. I didn't have a strong opinion here, but both are bottom 10 in pace the last 5 games. Both also bottom 10 offensive rated teams. Those things make me not want to bet an over. I'll just say that. UCapper says too much to type. He texted me. Are you with me or against me? Oh, okay. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. He says he pivoted from the spread and went with Clippers team total over. Hey, go ahead. They're gonna have to score a hell of a lot of points if they're gonna cover this number. Because they're not gonna do it by getting stopped. So I'm with you on that, RC, at least. But I will be on the Blazers. Absolutely. Kenneth. All right, we got one more game left on the slate. Somehow I've made it through the show without dying. 525, 526. Let me not speak too soon because we still got one more game. Philly and Phoenix. Opened up Phoenix minus 8.5. It did go up to 9, but it looks like it's coming back down to 8.5. Total open 220.5. Looks like 222.5. Injury report. Okogie's out. Damian Lee is out. Bo's game time decision for the Sixers. Tobias Harris is game time. Covington out. Embiid out. Kai Jones out. Melton out. This one was one that I like quite a bit from a couple directions. So, Suns did lose to this team last time by double digits. They do have the rest advantage. They're also in a bounce back spot. Front end of a back to back though, and they did at least play a few road games in a row. So first game back home after playing on the road. I forget how many it is, but the Suns 11-22 against the spread at home, 9-18 versus competition greater than 55% win teams, and the main reason, same deal. Like we just talked about the Clippers. Main reason we cannot lay with the Phoenix Suns. The main reason we have to bet against the Phoenix Suns is how can they win by margin if they're not playing defense? The fourth worst defensive rated team last 5 games, and we have the 76ers number 3. So if we have them playing defense, I think they can keep it respectable. Maxey, I know the offense has been poor for the Sixers, but I trust Maxey versus those guards over there in Phoenix. So I'm willing to go with 76ers plus the points. You also have Phoenix, but they've only covered one of their last 6 games. Forgot to mention that. But I also like Maxey over 28.5 points. He's had 30 plus 5 of his last 7 games. And I already talked about how bad Phoenix defense is. If the Sixers are going to have a shot, Maxey will have to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And I think we're live for both of these plays in this game. So Maxey and Sixers is the way I decided to go. Let's see how you guys feel about it. Fox says Sixers plus 9 and the under. LJ's liking the under as well. So is David. Dan's trying to cut it in half. Says Suns first half. Can't trust them full game. They have been pretty poor in that fourth quarter. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but that's what I remember. Dream says he needed a good dog tonight. I'm gonna take him. Skee. Portland it is. Depending on you. I like him. I like Portland from that last game. Anthony wants to get in and get out with the Suns. Saturated says, "Isn't this an under?" Well, Philly is 1681 to the under as a dog. Teams 30th and 17th in pace last 5 games. Philly has gone under 6 straight. Phoenix under 11 of the last 14. I'm not mad at it. I just I I like the side, and I like Maxey to score. So I don't want to be on an under when I have Maxey over. Love seeing S dot agreeing with me. Maxey points over. Suns are allowing the last 6 guards to average 30 points, and Maxey's been running it up lately. So love seeing you with me on that, LJ. Jao K says Suns can't compete with teams that shoot the three well. Sixers been attacking the paint and shooting more middies. Suns could cover. Up to you, brother. I will not be on the Suns. Raven Round likes the Sixers. So does Robert Franklin. Daniel likes Maxey to get started early. You kept asking, what do I think about the Suns team total under? I don't want to be involved with the totals in this one. I get the numbers for Sixers defense lately and all that stuff. It's just I prefer to bet on them just to keep it close. So I'm sorry I can't help you with the total in this game. Looks like everybody's liking it under though. Haven't seen a whole lot of love for the over. Some more comments. Sean liking that Maxey as well. Robert likes Bill on his PRA. Louis says this is a tune-up game for the Suns after a miserable road trip. They need to get right spot. They got to show me that they can play some defense first before I bet on them to win by double digits. That's just me. So we got through all of the games for the NBA slate today, and only what was it? 2 water breaks, maybe 3, maybe a little excessive today, but I didn't take any yesterday. Appreciate you, Nucky. Now it is about that time where we move on over to the best bet segment. So, people who have been here, you know what to do. The people who are new, I'll explain. Everybody in the chat will drop their best bets. There's 3 rules. Put best bet in front of it. Put the number of line that you're getting, and no more than 2 best bets, so that it's not somebody outweighing the others by too much when we come and look at the overall tomorrow. So while you guys drop that, let me take a look at my 10 bets and see which one I would like to share as a best bet for the show. Make sure I can give you guys the same number that I got. So go ahead and drop your best bets and bear with me for a second. Let's take a glance here. All right. I'm pretty sure another direction we're gonna go, but let me just see one more thing here. All right. So let me take a look at some of you guys' best bets from the chat. Gotta scroll up. A lot of best bets coming in here. A lot of best bets coming in. Boofer says Boston first quarter, Boston first half. Um, I don't inquire about a sponsorship. I don't go. I don't know. Maybe it's just not me saturated. I don't go out and be asking people, "Can you do this or do that for me?" I just, I have a hard time even just seeing the messages. I just do my work, come to the show, put my bets in, go watch the games, do it all over again. So that's what I'm focused on the most. As long as I continue to win money betting, I don't really need anything else. But I do appreciate, if somebody would want to sponsor me. I would appreciate it. I'm mostly focused on winning. I'm not here to bullshit. I'm not here to sell you guys stuff. I mean, my main thing is for us to win. I don't really care. Everything else is secondary. Joe the Gambler says Grizzlies plus 11. OKC first quarter minus 4.5. Football coach likes the Suns team total over. Siete Catorce going with Bucks plus 10. Munoz likes Duran over 11.5 rebounds and Thunder minus 15. JB, we will be I'll have Rob Vino on tomorrow and we'll talk a lot of college basketball. And then Five Star will be on with me on Friday and we'll talk some more college basketball. And then we'll see. Maybe I'll see if we can add some more people, for the next round or whatever it may go. But the next 2 days, we will talk about March Madness. And we won't be able to get to the early games because the show is going to start at 10:30. So yeah, it is what it is. Tim H, he likes the Bucks plus 11 and 76ers plus 9. Kenneth likes UNLV plus 5. KC likes Aiden over his points plus rebounds, 32.5. A lot of good stuff coming in from the chat. I like this one here from Raven Ron. And Rich Homie likes that during the Munoz said as well. If you're watching on the replay, you can see the live chat. All you have to do is click where it says comments. You scroll over and then click where it says live chat replay. And you can see all of these best bets, just like if you were watching the show live. So on that note, last thing I'll say before I give out my best bet is 99 and 63, about 61.1% my last 162 NBA wagers. If you go back a little bit more, like maybe a year and 1 day, how about that? Year and 1 day, I am, and let me get this correct, I am up 227.8 units in the association. So it's that time of year where we start to see things clear, playoffs, etc., playoff push. Um, it's a time where we make money. And if you would like to be involved, all of my work is at wagertalk.com. You get everything when I release it. And I'm shouting this out because they have a special. So I think you guys should take advantage of if that's something you want to follow every bet that I make, now is the time to do it. The link is in the description. And on that note, best bet for the show, we will go with I'll go with 2. How about that? I'll share 2. We're going with Maxi over 28.5 points. I think he gets another 30 piece versus that soft Phoenix defense. And then we'll go with OKC first half minus 8.5. And just the quick stats on that will fade the Utah Jazz, who are 11 and 22 HES first half on the road. Thunder going to bring it early and often in that game. Like I always say, appreciate you, Casey. She reminds everybody to hit the like button on the way out. It does help out the show. I always say this show is absolutely nothing without the chat. We had a high of, I think, 1,250 viewers today. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys. A lot of great insight, and we know how to have a good time here. So until next time, best of luck if you tell. Good luck, everybody, on all of your action, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.